Good afternoon. Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News for Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design. Jamison Lee, the local teenager who broke his back in a mountain bike crash, just met with one of the world's most famous sit skiers. Trevor Kennison visited Jamison at Craig Hospital in Denver. Kennison was paralyzed in a ski accident at Vail Pass. Since then, he's dropped into Corbett's Couloir at Jackson Hole and landed the world's first sit ski double backflip. In recent days, Jamison's been shooting basketball from a wheelchair and checking out adaptive sports equipment. Writes a well-wisher on his Craig Recovery page, "You are an inspiration to all of us, rooting for you at home." 3 people in 4 years have been killed by drunk drivers on Highway 9 through Blue River. Now a second person is spending 16 years in prison. Lucas Wertman of Fairplay was sentenced yesterday for killing a St. Louis woman last summer. He injured 3 others. In 2020, Lindsay Lee Ward was given 16 years for killing 2 people. A few lucky locals are getting a sneak peek inside Keystone's new Kindred resort right now. Here is newly hired general manager Dan Donor.
I believe that we are the rising tide for the Keystone market. We've already seen that with the increase in property values, with what we've been selling, bringing others up.
Kindred opens in 2025. Some units there have been selling for several million. High Country Conservation Center wants to slash construction waste, and booming Silverthorne could be the test pilot. At today's council meeting, Silverthorne hears about new policies like disposal bans and contractor incentives. A recent study claims these will cut down on waste. 30% of all trash at the local landfill is construction waste. Summit County ski resorts are a blessing and sometimes a curse. Dillon District Ranger Adam Bianchi explains how those winter crowds pay for year-round amenities.
We see 9 million visitors come to Dillon District annually, and really helps us fill in the gaps where we're short on funding and capacity to really take care of our local forest.
Money from ski areas will pay for trails, signs, restoration, and most recently, it's paid for wildfire mitigation at the Dillon Water Plant. This week on the State of Summit, we learn how beavers are nature's fire wardens.
Beavers as natural infrastructure gets mentioned a lot these days.
That was Lindsay DeFreitas with Colorado River District.
Beaver-protected ponds and riparian areas have been remarkably resilient in response to those mega fires, say in the East Troublesome area. And so there's been a lot more interest and research being done around rebuilding a population of beavers to kind of slow down those quick channels of water could potentially help with groundwater and water quality.
DeFreitas says the River District supports unorthodox solutions for all water users, including beavers. Tune in again next week for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. Local fire danger is moderate again today in Summit County with no fire restrictions. 20 homes have been evacuated and are now threatened by the Oak Ridge fire southwest of Pueblo, 2.5 hours south of Breck. That fire nearly tripled in size yesterday. It's burning on almost 800 acres, sparked by lightning. In local entertainment news, back on screen at the Eclipse in Breck, the Bikeriders. It's a fascinating but sometimes meandering glimpse at the wild world of motorcycle clubs in the late 60s, just before they became motorcycle gangs. The Bikeriders is showing at 4:30 and 7:15 nightly. And in local sports, towing up to the start line soon at B&B Trailhead are dozens of runners for Race 3 of the Summit Trail Running Series. Runners leave at 5:30. Tune in tomorrow for your results. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.